Hey, my name is Craig Skistimus.
My name is Sean Bolen, and we run Game Attack together.
Yeah, so Game Attack is an online brand that is all about live streaming. And when you think of live streamers, a lot of people think playing video games, and they're really, really good. But we're not. We're not good at video games. No. We knew very early on that if we're going to be that type of streamer, we're going to fail miserably.
Yes.
So one of the things we really wanted to do with Game Attack was make a strong, amazing community where when we spoke, they listened, and when they spoke, we listened. And that's what we really pride ourselves on at Game Attack. The community, crazy programming, and just having a good time every day.
Yeah, we try to give people this virtual couch experience, and while most of the time that is through video games, the way we get support from our viewers and the way we produce content for them is a lot different from most streamers.
Yeah, so we have this graphic on our screen that's called a health bar. We call it a health bar. And as people support us through direct donations or using Twitch's currency called bits or subscribing to our channel with a monetary subscription, the health bar moves down. And it starts with a full health bar, and as it goes all the way down, and it essentially kills the health bar, we know that we've had a successful stream. Our audience knows that we've had a successful stream, and then we extend the stream and we call it overtime. We extend the stream out for about 30 minutes, just like in sports. Yeah. We go to overtime. So in January of 2019, we thought it'd be fun to start adding overtime goals for our audience. Our audiences, the G1s, are an insanely passionate audience that wants to see craziness and fun.
We're doing content that's unlike any other streamer. These overtime goals are crazy. We did a special Bob Ross stream. We do food streams. We had 24 different cereals one day and tried them all. You hid Greyson, one of our employees in the DFW area, and I had to go find him on a live stream. It's all broadcasted, so our audience gets to watch all of this stuff happen. And in January, you set this mega goal.
Yeah, it's something that I've always wanted to do, and we set it at 75 overtimes, which 75 we were like, there's no way this will ever happen. Like, to put that in perspective, 25 streams, or 25 days in a month, we stream 3 times a day, 25 streaming days. So that means we have to hit an overtime every single stream, which, once again, if we hit overtime once, we're like, woohoo, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So the idea of hitting an overtime every single stream was beyond comprehension.
The big thing about this was, as all with our overtime goals, we wanted to live stream this thing. We wanted to take the G1s, our community, with us on this trip. The idea would be to show them the location we went to. Unfortunately,
this was the only location that didn't have internet that would allow us to live stream.
We were out on the edge of the world, and to celebrate and really honor that huge OT goal, we've worked really hard on putting together not just a 10-minute video, but a long, solid project that I think you guys are really going to have a good time watching. So,
yeah. So enjoy this, because this is the story of that trip.
The world map, though. Why the world?
I ask me that every day.
Why?
Why did I do that?
Can you show them where Dubai is, Parker? Yeah. There it is, right there. If you could just thread that, that'd be great.
There you go, Craig.
He's really strangely nervous.
He is.
I
He's
really
super
don't
nervous.
Understand. If the city is worth putting on the world map, it's big enough to travel to.
I agree with that. Yeah. And, you know, like, I only have to be worried about being shivved twice. You know? Shanked.
You're about to get to go wherever the hell fate takes you. That's so much fun.
No, I agree. It's amazing. It's amazing opportunity, and I'm like excited. But what I hope people get out of this more than anything else is that, like, I'm way out of my comfort zone.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
And I hope that people, you can be afraid to step out of your comfort zone, but I hope they do it. And I'm gonna do it.
Is it the country it lands in or the nearest city?
So, he will actually travel to the nearest city in that country where Craig lands.
Oh, okay. South Carolina.
Okay.
What?
Wow. You landed on Edo Quartor Meet in Scoresby Sand. That's
Can we spell that?
In Greenland.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
No, it's really cold there right now.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
Oh, I can't see it, Sean. Oh! Wow.
So
That was a
you've
powerful
thrown
throw.
again into Greenland,
No way!
into the town of
Let's see what we got.
Tasillaq.
Is that on the map? Wow.
This is a piece of land so small,
Can't
all
believe
I
that.
see is a capital city and no visible land on the map.
Okay.
Grayson, look up
Yep.
Funafuti.
Oh, it's like very nice and fancy and elegant.
Okay
It's
then.
where you take your honeymoon.
I
Craig.
will say I'm looking at the Funafuti
Yeah,
beach
this-
right now,
this
and
is
it
where you
does.
take-
Dude, let me show you this real quick.
Two.
Ooh, what's 2? What is 2?
Is that Okinawa?
Oh!
Okinawa, damn it.
Oh man.
Shit. It's like the worst game of Mario Party in the world.
I'm gonna give you a 5 right here.
3.
Okay, I lied.
It's the little one up in here.
Well,
Oh,
that's
Wow.
so good.
that's the one I wanted to go to.
Really?
Yeah.
1.
Is one on there?
Oh,
Damn it!
Oh,
Is that the island?
God,
oh,
it's the
man.
island!
oh God.
Well,
great. That's awesome.
I don't make
look, you couldn't be much more different than those two.
4.
Oh please. Are you going to Greenland?
Oh, you're going to Greenland.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Craig!
Give it up. We are going all the way to Tasillaq, Greenland. Hell yeah.
You're gonna
All the
love
way
it,
up.
Craig. Oh, it's
LILAQ.
gorgeous.
Oh yeah, isn't Greenland
Give
supposed
me
to
the
be like, super
rundown.
nice?
All right. Let's see. It has 2,000.
2,000?
2,000 population.
Yeah!
Hell yeah.
Okay.
This place is the 7th largest town in Greenland with 2,000 people. And it's all of this that's bigger than the United States of America.
Uh-huh.
And 2,000 people is the 7th biggest town.
There are no roads
What?
far outside of Tasilliq. The longest is a 3-kilometer narrow gravel road to the hydropower plant.
Hell yeah.
Transport to further places is by helicopter or boat.
Dude, meet up at the power plant.
Yeah.
It's the one road. Just meet us there.
Wow, holy crap.
So y'all
This
gonna be
is-
flying in a helicopter, correct? Bring your helicopter helmet.
Oh,
Yeah,
I can bring my helicopter helmet.
How do you feel?
Chelsea, I'm going to give you a little phone interview on the way there, if that's okay. Do you think you can manage that? Are you excited that I'm going to Greenland? Are you jealous?
Yeah.
Are you green with jealous rage?
Envious.
Pretty nervous. Yeah, a big language barrier thing, and we're gonna like see the wrong sign, and we're gonna get in the wrong taxi, and then somebody in Iceland is going to, on the sex market, somebody's really craving a 6'2", 240-pound white male. We're not like John Benet Ramsey, you know what I mean?
Okay, here we are. Getting ready to take off to go to Boston, the first leg of our journey. It's crazy to think it's here. Do I have any idea what we're going to do when we get there? No, I do not. But it should be a really fun time.
But I looked at the crime rate in Iceland and Greenland, and it is 100% chaos over there. The crime rate's 100%. My mission for this is for Craig to be 100% best friend first, business partner second.
Because a town of 2,000 people, I don't know. It's interesting to see the differences in culture, and I'm sure I'm in for a massive culture shock. I've seen big places, I've seen small places, but I've never seen a place you need to fly into from a helicopter. And that is extremely exciting. I mean, if you look around here and you see how busy this is compared to where we're going, pretty cool.
Well, this is it. You're never gonna see me again. I know it's weird. It's weird to kiss on camera. I don't like it. I'm never gonna do that again. I'm sorry. All right, so we're here in the DFW.
Yes.
I'm gonna get real close.
Don't want to disrupt you.
You got so many eyelashes on your face. You've lost like, you got 2 on your cheek.
That's really unnecessary.
You gotta make a wish.
I wish that this trip goes well.
Can I get it?
Do not.
Can I get your eyelash?
No. This trip will not go well if you start touching my face.
I actually thought about this last night and how cool it would be if there was like one dude who had the video game system and it was like a Super Nintendo and everybody partied at his place to play games with him.
What if he has Super Mario Kart and I just wipe the floor?
When you travel to Greenland and then
So I told you I'm the best in the world. Yeah, I'm nervous. Yeah, I don't like being away from my family for a week, but at the same time, it's like I get to experience something that, there's 2,000 people who live in the city.
2000.
Yeah, 2,000 people. So think about that. In the entire world population, number one, how many of them have ever heard of Tasillaq? Number two, how many people have actually wanted to go to Tasillaq? Number three, then who has actually gone to Tasillaq? Yeah. Out of the 2,000 people who live there, legitimately, let's just say, there's probably been, I'm not kidding, maybe there's been 10,000 people who've been there in the last 50
like
years.
ever. We're like a tiny minority of people who has seen Tasilliq, Greenland.
Yeah, and now you guys get to be a part of this. So that's should be a pretty fun little adventure for sure. I don't want to upset anybody or upset any cultures or anything like that. And I want to be extremely respectful. And while I'm not a big fish eater, I guess that's what they eat there. So I will eat fish.
Yes.
And I was telling my girls, I was like, when they offer me whatever crazy food it is, you say yes. And
It's like in Temple of Doom, and they make them eat the bugs and stuff.
it's like you say yes because, and that's what we're doing here. Is you go in and if you got something crazy going on, if there's a unique opportunity, you say yes.
Yes.
The only reason why they threw the dart in the first place was because our community allowed us to do this. Step one down. There's a pretty quick layover. We gotta then hop on a plane from Iceland to Greenland, and then we hop on a helicopter in Greenland to go over the bay to Tasilliq. We literally are going to get to the chopper,
Yes.
which is great. So
I can't wait, dude. Okay, so here's the plan. When we get to the helipad, I'm gonna do a wide, low tracking shot of you walking up to the helicopter, okay? Then I'm gonna hand you the camera and we're gonna go back and you're gonna do one for me from the other side.
okay.
No, but I want awesome hero shots of these traveling protagonists approaching helicopters that we're actually gonna get on.
How long after we hit the ground in Tasilliq do you think that the ninjas will start attacking us?
Look, I wouldn't be surprised if we get shot with grappling hooks while we're still in the air.
I know. We had to fight everybody off. I understand. To be completely honest with you, let you know, I'm guessing.
You're guessing? You don't know where we're going?
No, I don't know where I'm going. I've never been to this part of the world.
Well, me neither. We don't. So we have about 40 minutes to make
we got
it.
about 30 minutes.
Well, yeah, about 30 minutes to make it to customs.
Through
customs.
Yeah, through customs. We got to make it through customs in 30 minutes. If we don't make it in 30 minutes, we're going to miss our bus to the next airport. Okay, let's go touch some foreign soil for the first time, huh?
All right. Chili. it's cold, but it's not like freezing cold.
It's like a Midwestern cold. Like you go to Missouri, you get a nice snap of the ball.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
It is chilly. Okay, we're on a bus.
When you whisper it, it makes it more.
Okay, we're on a bus.
Yeah, so
We're on a bus.
as we walked outside, we went to reservations. They handed us the tickets. They said, go outside to the right. We approached the bus and they said, hey, we're going to the other airport. He said, come on.
I go, is this the bus? Is this the bus to the right airport? And you go,
I don't know.
Okay, so we're now on our second bus. We've transferred, and it's looking like so now we're on our way to Raybeck. You really gotta want to get here. Like if you want to do this, you gotta commit. You know, and I think that's like, you know, that's part of the adventure, right?
all right, here we are in Greenland, Texas. Huh? We're in Iceland right now. This is the domestic airport. As you can see, it's pretty. There's mountains back there and a big, giant church steeple back there. Look at that. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a small airport. This is it. This is where we're going. Couldn't be more excited. This is where the trip actually gets fun. Oh my God, there's not even anybody. This is the best. Here it is. This is the airport. That's awesome. We'll see how this goes. I guess we got to pick up tickets here, right?
Yeah, that's the idea. Where's the check-in room? You gotta talk to somebody.
Talk to a real life human person at an airport. Okay.
They just go, hey Sven, they're gonna get on a plane.
Spins like. Craig, my hope for this is we get on an airplane with like an exposed propeller. You know, where the propeller's on the outside and not in an engine.
100%.
You think so?
Absolutely.
You think this is a like propeller plane thing?
Yeah, this is the planes in Indiana Jones where the guy gets this space shuttle.
You think we'll jump out of a plane and then pop a raft?
No, I don't think that.
Getting tired. It's wearing me down. There we go. Plane's taking off. We're here. We're rocking and rolling, man. We're in Iceland, and the energy is running low. I can't wait to get another hour or so of sleep on the trip over to Greenland. And this is really surreal. I mean, just knowing that we're on the other side of the world, it's fun. It's exciting. It's nerve-wracking. Knowing that if something was to happen to anyone at any time with game attack, obviously with my family, we are nowhere near it. We're kind of helpless, so it's pretty crazy.
Hey, when we go ice climbing, do not let me forget to do a running Chris O'Donnell ice pick across, I mean, probably not across a cavern, but a running jump onto the ice wall. Wham! Like that. Do not,
So being this far away from
Do not
family
let
is
me
not
forget.
something that is super fun.
have you seen him? Have you seen him recently? Did you see him while we were here? Have you seen Wolf the Dennis Danson? Have you seen him running around? Because after what happened to him at the Junior 1993 Goodwill Games,
Just
don't pay
being
it away from me.
being away is not super fun. But we're gonna have a great time. We are still looking for all the Iceland, specifically that bastard gunner stall. All right, so we're getting ready to get on the plane. This is the final plane we'll be on until we get on a helicopter here in a couple hours. This is it. We've been 20 million hours, 26 days traveling. And this is the final plane we're gonna get on before we actually get to Greenland. So I'm tired. I've got about 45 minutes of rest throughout this thing. We're gonna get on this little plane and we're gonna make it look awesome.
are we, man? Are you crazy?
I'll say exactly where. We're in a cul-de-sac right there.
Yeah, great. Awesome. The mother will hunt for herself.
Okay, so we've been moved over. We landed here. You know, essentially what this airport is it's 2 rooms. We landed and then we went into one room that has a shop and some things like that. And then one of the guys came in and said, hey, you need to... So he said, you need to go to the other room. We didn't really understand what he was talking about. And so we got shuttled into this other room. So everybody that's in this room who just checked in and got their tickets
Can
go through security
into the room
into
that
the other
we
room.
entered.
Yes. Yeah. And that's awesome. The smell of like... It's like the smell of like almost like a burnt coffee, but mixed with dirt almost.
It smells like an old unkept house. We've been here at this airport for like 4 hours now. 3 hours? This is like the most exciting part because when we get there, we have to figure out where the red house is. That's the real only exploring part we're going to be doing, where it's like, oh shit, let's find the red house.
We don't know if there's going to be internet. We don't know. We legit don't know if we're going to be able to talk to our wives or kids for 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
Because the internet here, the cell service here isn't a thing. That's kind of nerve-wracking.
About to get on the chopper.
You amped?
I'm so sick of this terminal.
By this terminal, do you mean like this room?
Yes, this room.
Life outside of your
It's not the fact that it's this terminal. It's the fact that we've been traveling for 25 hours now.
You tired?
I'm not tired. I'm just tired of airports. I'm ready to see the good stuff.
Keep coming back to like the only reason why we're here. The only reason why we're here is because our community was fortunate enough to support us to where we threw a fucking dart.
Yeah.
Like this is the dart that we threw. Just that I just randomly threw. This is where it is. This is the dart.
This is the place on Earth that it took
The
us.
place on Earth. But yeah, it's pretty amazing. I mean, it looks. The town is weathered. It looks like it lives in the snow, and it's weathered. It has charm. Like there's you see it online, and there's so much color, and blues and greens.
Yeah.
And
The
reds
cottages are
and
freaking adorable, but
very surreal. Very surreal to be here. And
Talking and planning. Thank God for Chase getting it together.
here's the thing about calling your hotel the Red House. There's a lot of red houses here.
There's a lot of red. The number 4 is on it?
It says the Red House on it.
Okay. Just going based off that map we looked at, it would put it right here at these 2 stalls. Because that's the furthest left red house on the map.
I mean, this feels like I'm in a game of snow level PUBG, you know?
Yeah, it really does. I mean, look at it.
Yeah. I need to jump through a window and try to find some sort of semi-automatic weapon.
I can roll one.
Okay.
Hotel.
Yeah, that's it. There it is. Hotel, the Red House. Found it. What do you think? Can we go down or up?
I think we go straight in right there.
Okay.
I got it. You got it. Maybe we go up. Oh no. Is it closed? Careful. That's ice we're walking on. Hello? Is this someone's apartment?
I don't think so.
I'll let you handle it. What are you looking for? Talk to me.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking on using the address they gave us.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking on maps. I don't know if like legitimately Google Maps shows this. What we're looking at is here's the helipad.
Uh-huh.
We went up the hill. We just walked down. We're standing at 5 right here.
Uh-huh.
5 is Robert's Hotel Apartments.
Yeah, so that's somebody's apartment
We
we
need to
just
get to
walked into.
6 right here. So go up the hill.
Yeah.
And there.
So we just need to go that way.
Yep. Tasilliq, Greenland. Like, we don't even know if we're saying that right. They got paved roads, they got steep roads.
I mean, you could call this paved. There's a stream running through the center of it.
That's weathering.
Yeah, I know. I wonder how often they have to repave this stuff.
Where do you get the concrete? Where does the concrete come from?
A chopper.
You know? Like, you think about just the logistics of these things. You can't find your normal stuff. There's a reason why they only stock the store here twice a year. Because it's so isolated. It's so out of the way.
This is gorgeous, man. Look at this shit.
Red House? I think it's up a little more.
Okay.
Yes, that is a Red House bowl. That's very good. Wow. Look at this little house. Look at this house.
That's awesome. There's the Expedition Lodge next to the Red House, I mean.
Based off the picture, yes. And that car says the Red House.
Vic Troy's in the chat. Oh God. Careful, man.
We're just talking about insurance.
Yeah.
Does Tasilliq have a hospital?
It probably has a guy that can help you. Okay. The turns is where it's fishing. There you go. I heard that.
I'm sliding gliding.
Well, let's see, please.
No?
No. Ring the doorbell, maybe? Hello.
How you doing?
How are you?
Yeah, good.
Is this the red house?
It is, yeah.
All right, we did it. We did it.
Nice.
Hello.
Robert should just be in there.
Okay.
The guy goes on to.
All right.
Yo, hey, what's up? Welcome to my crib. Tasillaq. My balls, Captain Todd. Not one bed, two beds. Dose right there. Guess what? You want a closet? We got one right over here. You put clothes in it, towels, whatever you want. You can have whatever you want, or even shoes. Let's go. You want, oh, easy, cameraman. Let's go. Easy. Hey, the moneymakers here, all right? Let's do this thing. Coats, that's multiple coats, not just one pair dryer.
So we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner throughout the day. That's pretty much going to be the only time we get to eat, right? And so we're going to go meet him for dinner.
Okay, we are officially established. We have our quarters here. Now we are on our way to the Red House. The Red House is kind of the place where everyone gets together, and it's like the hotel here, like the singular hotel. So we're up there. They have a dinner there every night, and meet up with our contact for some of the excursions we're going to be doing.
Lars.
His name is Lars.
Like, it's so silent. Trying to get natural sound, it's like,
Are you recording right now?
yeah.
Yeah.
I recorded the whole thing. I'm like,
Let's just sit.
I did. I was recording you while like.
Yeah. You can hear the ringing in your own ears.
I mean, legitimately you can. It's the most quiet I've ever heard. If that's the thing, you know what I mean? Like, legitimately, it's the most quiet I've ever heard. This is super. Thank you so much. This is outstanding.
Okay. What kind of whale is it?
Mink.
Ming whale. Okay.
Give me the rundown here.
Okay. So it looks like we have carrots, peas, mashed potatoes. He's laughing at me. Okay. So we have whale here. He can't get this a Golden Corral. Okay. Okay. I kind of wish they would have like had a split a plate, because if I don't like it, I don't want to make it mad. But
Hey, guess what?
What?
You're getting the whole damn thing.
I just had a whole plate of pasta, please. Okay, so it's a sauce with tuna.
Oh man, that looks tender.
It's like a brisket almost. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Okay, so there's a sauce with capers, tuna, egg. You can smell the tuna in the sauce. You can just smell it real quick.
No, I can smell tuna.
Okay.
Going in.
I'm just playing. Okay. It's a lot like tuna. I kind of want to just see, because I'm curious how much flavor of the tuna is coming from the sauce. I just want to try it like, okay. As you can see, it's like the texture is halfway between brisket and tuna. It's very flaky, but it's also sturdy.
What is this again? I'm sorry.
Ming whale, he said?
Ming.
I don't want to look at pictures.
The reaction.
I like it.
This way or this way.
Let's see it.
I like it the same with the sauce or without.
You like it both?
Yeah. The sauce.
Right.
The sauce. It's like a really. It's like when you eat it with the sauce, it's like tuna fish, but with like a really really good texture. But it is weird eating whale, but it's good. It's good. I can understand how it's an empire in certain locations. Don't eat it with the sauce, but you have to eat it with the sauce, and you have to eat the whole thing.
I know. I said I would.
Robert is an angel, okay?
I can't believe Robert delivered this bounty feast upon us. Look at this. Look at this.
He's like, look at this. Look at it.
Yeah, so you can definitely see it looks like a brisket. Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you have brisket? Yeah. So, yeah, like a brisket.
When you bite into it, it'll fall apart like a dense tuna.
You know, the brisket texture. You're right.
Yeah.
It's like
It's like 60% brisket, 40% tuna texture.
You know what it's like? It's like an overdone brisket. It's almost like it's overdone.
Yeah.
You know? It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I'd eat it.
Hey, here's what I want you to do. Scoop off some of the sauce. There you go. Get a bite of mashed potatoes, a bite of carrot.
Yeah, I'm going in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this right.
Okay.
Right?
But I want one more bite. Hey, look outside.
Okay, we're eating whale in Greenland next to a dead polar bear across the table from our new Scottish friend.
We'll have him sign a waiver later.
Let's go.
There's the bullet hole.
Maybe when I'm in Greenland, hanging out at a table, and they say, "Here's some whale," I go, "Okay, let's eat it. I love it. I'm down with it."
It's been a great day. We're gonna rest up, be ready to go for day 2 tomorrow. We don't know what's gonna happen. The weather is supposed to be pretty crappy the next couple days, so we came at pretty much the worst possible time.
Nothing could be helped.
Yeah, nobody's fault at all. It just happened. God.
We scheduled this like 2 months ahead of time.
So, yeah, we're gonna. If it rains, we won't be able to do any of the fun stuff we wanted to do. It looks like on Friday we certainly won't have anything to do because it's supposed to have heavy rain. Tomorrow's supposed to be light rain, but we're gonna try to get it all in tomorrow. And I have a feeling that if all else fails, we're just gonna go to the pub and drink and have fun with some of the Greenlandic people. I think that'd be super fun to do and just kind of try some of their drinks and see how it goes. Guides, Julius, and Julius is going to be taking us out today. We're going to get on the skidoos, as they call them here, and head out to an ice cave and maybe an ice wall, and maybe do a little ice climbing. You know, it's weird because the thing I picked up on so far is that it's cold here, but it's not cold to the people who live here. And I'm thinking like it's within 5 to 10 degrees, because that 5 to 10 degrees makes all the difference literally to their economy. Because when they're worried about rain, they're worried about it being so warm. And the idea is that if it gets warm, they don't have snow. If they don't have snow, they don't have people coming here to do ice caves and stuff, and they were really, really concerned and worried about that. So hop on the helmets, and we're gonna do a little riding this morning.
Right, just had breakfast. Pretty interesting development. There's a great chance we could get stuck here because of the weather. But whatever. Literally nothing you can do about it. So be here longer and hope that Greyson and everybody can hold it down while we're gone. But we don't know. It's an adventure. The issue is planes coming in from Iceland. They can't land because the weather's bad. Runway freezing over, all the all the classic Greenlandic hazards. Okay, so this is Lena. Hello. She's taking us on an Arctic adventure, as you said. You said she was
the best thing in the world. The guys who will take you on Arctic adventure.
Oh, okay.
I'm just a driver.
Lena was a nurse who came here and then decided to stick around. That's awesome.
Yeah.
3 years ago. Wow. We were at the airport, and it seems like everybody was really good friends with the guy who ran the airport and everything like that. Like everybody knows each other.
Everybody knows each other, and many people who sort of have a job or like take care of a service, they have it for many years. So that's why we know each other as me as the nurse previously, and this airport guy would be the airport guy, and the fire inspector is the fire inspector, and yeah, you are your job.
Yeah.
You are what you do.
You have a really everybody has a good role in the town. And you were saying that the tourism is kind of like the big driver here?
It what makes the money, because it's like I said earlier, there are many service jobs, but that's like paid by the government. It's high tax, so the welfare system here is pretty much as in Denmark, where everything is paid for by tax. School, hospital, elder care, all these things.
Yeah.
So of course that doesn't make money. That's
I understand what you mean.
But yeah, and then there's fishing. Local hunter fishing guys fish and make their own money. And yeah.
So on is this bad weather? This is bad weather?
Not bad weather. Like bad weather is when it's really windy from the east or the north. It's two very different winds. But this was supposed to be sunshine, -7 degrees, snow like 3 meters high. And now we got weather as in late May. So the weather is like a month ahead. And last year it was perfect winter this time of year, and we were going out in the snow till the end of May. And now 2 weeks ago the ice broke. We don't coast it, but suddenly the ice edge broke, and now it's all the way in there. So everything is quite different this year.
When you say the ice broke, you mean a glacier broke?
No, the ice here, it was ice all the way out there.
Oh, really?
Oh, on the water.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we are. Hoping that Julius and Timu don't leave us. They just found a piece of rock with real gold in it. Do y'all plant this for everybody that comes out? That's cool, man. Okay, so we're going in this ice cave real quick. Oh, he's gonna save that for later. Yeah, there you go. Put it in there. Alright, so is it big, or are you just going to go in and look?
It's not that big. Every year it's changing a lot.
Oh, okay.
Because the climate changing, and the glaciers are changing very fast.
Yeah.
For 10 years ago it was huge, and a couple of years it's gone, and it just come back.
We're strapped up with these spike shoes. Did I do that right?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? So how many kilometers are we from? How far did we come? 32 kilometers?
Actually, in the route.
Oh, okay.
To the city is much shorter because we have to come up to the lakes, something like that. The route is probably 32 kilometers.
Gotcha. Whoa, that's a deep one. Be careful. Ugh.
I think you are a little bit heavier than me.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I know. That is a rock in the, that is ice. I can't, like, it's like, oh yeah, cool, ice, and you touch it, that's ice. Yeah.
The rocks you can see down there, they have been caught.
Yeah, like there's the rocks caught in the ice.
Many years.
I guess because it's melting back, right? And there's the rocks getting real.
The last 10 years it's great. So usually it's much deeper
Yeah.
down here. But it's very windy winter, so it's covered in snow right now.
So there's like little cracks down there. Does that go deep? Like, is there a bigger ice cave system in here?
Exactly.
Okay, and this is just the entrance. Okay.
Everything, because everything what we know from the past, from our ancestors, we can still use them, but it's our knowledge about ice conditions and hunting on ice, everything. Because the climate change and global warming, ice disappear. In main fjord, Simili fjord, it's not frozen anymore in 10 years, the last 10 years. So what we know from the past, we have to adapt to now, because we cannot use them anymore. So they affect us. It's economy. Fishing interesting. It's growing up so the sea is warmer. More kind of fish. More fish. So for economies look good. But how long? We don't know.
Yeah. So it's good for economy, but obviously not good for traditions and.
For us, very bad.
Is there like a sense of urgency to teach your kids tradition before it changes? Yeah. I bet. That's really tough.
I don't really do politics very well, right? But you hear about these people who feel one way or the other. And if you think if they were to take a 40-minute snowmobile out here and come to this ice cave and show it to them now, and then show it to them in 5 years, think they'd be able to see the difference and it would change their yeah.
Every year we see change.
Yeah.
Especially the last 10 years, it's fast.
Yeah.
Wow.
But this is really amazing. I hope the color comes through on the camera because it's like a really pretty blue, and you can see, you know, the deeper the ice, the more shades you get. But it's awesome. Yeah, you look awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now you have to do it to me. No, don't do that. No. No. Here we go. Okay, I got it.
Nailed it.
Go for it. Just go for it. Oh, it's too bad I only saw it from that angle. You look so good. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Honestly, like, I'm damp enough to where we should probably go back, because I'll lose toenails and stuff.
Okay, after that chaos, we're back. And let's just go take a look at your feet real quick. You know, your shoes are, your socks are pretty soaked. Your feet weren't. They were literally, you're concerned, you're like, man, frostbite.
Yeah, but apparently it takes days, but we just got back from a snowmobile expedition, and the snowshoes that Chase got us, not waterproof at all.
Well,
not at all. I mean, I can't can I ring them? I can't ring them. Sole is soaked. They're absolutely.
well, I mean, maybe the outside of the shoe is.
What is that?
You go pee-pee in your pants?
I did not piss in my pants, no. Well, why
Sure.
is that wet?
Because it traveled up your leg. That's exactly why. Look at that.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Just go pop that down. Wow.
Jesus. Are you naked?
Roll.
Uh-huh.
Temperatures are it's about 0 degrees Celsius outside, about 30, 32. And we just went on this excursion to go
snowmobiling.
And long and short of it is,
our shoes weren't waterproof.
Well, what happens is we went over lakes. The water would come up through the shoes, not through the shoes, but they would come up through the top of the shoes because you know, I don't know, they just leak on in.
Yeah.
But then it leaks on up. You can see on my jeans, it leaks all the way up.
Yeah, okay, so you got the same thing I had earlier.
Yeah, and I'm sitting, you know, so you sit down and guess what?
That's crazy.
Here, there's a bar around you.
Did you feel wetness on your torso and legs when we were out there? Because I
did.
I didn't really feel it, but yeah, we were soaked.
So anyways, we're in there, and this is within 5 minutes of the ride, and we're out there for 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
But so this has been in our feet. So like we're like I'm really fucking cold right now.
Yeah.
But you know, these are our socks.
Oh. So the first time we went over the lake, I was double socked.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time we went over, I was like, man, my feet are really cold. But I was like, they're not wet though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because they hadn't soaked all the way through yet.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. I thought this was gonna be like, I didn't
5 minutes and
yeah. But we went deep. Like we got on the 4-wheelers and we were going.
There were points on this where I was like after about 20 minutes, I was like, man, how far are we going? And,
yeah.
And then I then creepy things started creeping in my mind. I'm like, holy shit, they can just take us out here and leave us, and we're gonna die.
Yeah. Like, it was a distance away from town to where it was Craig and Bolen getting naked to stay alive. Like this is body warmth horror movie type stuff.
We're talking about, well, the weather's not very good. We're glad we're leaving early in the morning. Mm-hmm. And there's a point where they stop and they say, on our way back, we're going to circle up. We're going to make a plan.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking like, fucking plan? Like, what are you talking
about?
Yeah,
because there's a lot of things we could do while we're out there. There was like a glacial wall we could see. There was an ice cave. I don't know. I thought there was more than 2, but there was multiple things we could have gone and done while we were on the trip. It was like an expedition to just go do stuff for tourists.
And the worry is that the weather, it's almost too warm. It's too warm in that the rain is coming down,
mm-hmm.
which causes the lakes to slush, which causes it's harder to go over the snowmobile.
Uh-huh.
But as you go up higher and higher in the mountain, which is what we were doing,
we went 500 meters up.
So we went a quarter mile up.
Mm-hmm.
So a quarter mile up the mountain, and as we're going through, we're going up and down, traversing through,
mm-hmm.
and you could see the snowmobile paths as you're going.
And dog sled paths.
Yeah, they had a path, and at a certain point, we passed a couple dog sleds, which was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool to kind of see. There's probably 20 dogs in
mm-hmm.
the pack, and they're all going, and
it's cool to like when you see dog sled footage, it's like, oh, those are good boys. But when you see them actually pulling real people in person, and you see the lead dog fall through some deep snow and get up and go, and it's like, the dog sled dogs are the best boys. I don't care about your support dog, your CNI dogs.
Oh, sorry.
You can be blind. Your dog is not as cool as dog sled pulling dogs. Here's what I saw. I was like, we split off. I went to the right to this bank. You guys went left, and then you ended up coming to us, and we stopped. I was like, I don't recognize this lake. It's not frozen over, so we must have to go around this thing. And I was like, okay, so we went this way because you were heading for the lake, and your guy went here and then came to the left with us and to the right with us, and the lake's over here. And I'm like, oh, okay, we have to go around this water because it's not frozen over and it's not safe to cross. And they start talking, and Julius, and you're looking at me, and I look at Julius, and he goes like that.
Like we're going over it.
Yeah. And I was like, I whispered to Craig, and I was like, Craig, we didn't cross this lake on the way over here. And Craig goes, what? and I go, they're gonna go over this this slushy lake.
But it was one of those things where there were multiple times on our trip there, specifically on the way back, that they would stop and they'd be like, okay, what do you want to do now?
Yeah.
You know, and that's essentially what they're saying. They were talking their native language, and you would see, and Julius would say, okay, let's go this way, and then the other guy would provide some impact. He goes, well, what if we went this way?
Yeah.
Input, and
but when Julius they did this, and Julius goes,
like that. And I was like, they're gonna, because Ski-Doos can drive, they can cross.
Yeah, we were going probably 40 miles an hour.
And so I was like, oh my God, they're gonna cross this slushy lake that we can sink into at any point in time. And I think that's what Julius thought you were talking about.
Well, I mean, there were points legitimately where we're going, and I'm looking up at Bolen, and it would not have surprised me. There's no hyperbole to see you go straight and then just go right into the water.
Yeah, and so we crossed it, and I'm looking down, because you're seeing ice shoot up, but I'm looking down, and we're crossing this lake, and it is water, like water, not icy water. It is water spraying up. I don't know if you were watching us cross it.
We're second.
Yeah,
y'all
are second.
How do you think I feel behind you, thinking like, oh my?
And I just said to Craig, I was like, we're about to go over an unfrozen lake.
Something that I don't recommend anybody do it. It was
really.
Yeah.
I think everybody should.
Really,
yeah.
It was
definitely the coldest I've ever been because I was wet.
I enjoyed it, right? But I don't think it, like, if you're watching this, you're like, you have to be like, man, that sounds awesome to like really do it. If you're just kind of on the fence, you'd probably be miserable doing it.
You probably want to do the sled if you want.
Probably sled dog. Yeah.
I would, because the sled dogging. What's up? That looked way more calm. They were going slow, and they weren't going. We were going up hills.
Yeah.
Like there was when we went down. We went on the trip down was far more fun to me because we almost died, and like because we climbed 500 meters in elevation, which means over the course of a bunch of drops we had to go back down.
There were some parts where it was steeper than a lot of roller coasters I've ridden.
Oh yeah,
like where you're going down and you want to put your hands up. And
yeah,
it was.
I thought about doing it.
It was exhilarating. Like
yeah.
it was legitimately exhilarating.
I'm so glad we got our scarf back because I can say that like, yeah, I lost this in Greenland on a snowmobile expedition. But then we found it on the trail on the way back.
And the fact that it's white makes it even better.
I know. I hope if the day comes, hopefully not, where I have to meet ladies, I'm just gonna wear the scarf everywhere I go and be like, "Do you like my scarf? I lost it on a snowmobile expedition in Greenland."
You want to be that guy?
Exploring an ice cavern. And the snow was so perfect that it was kind of like in the Matrix, or when you look at a photo shoot and it's just white space. You couldn't see
you couldn't see elevation.
You couldn't see elevation. You couldn't see changes in the terrain because the snow was so perfect. It just looked like a flat canvas.
And that's scary.
Yeah,
that's really scary.
Yeah, and so he would go up a hill that I didn't even know. He didn't know was coming either. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
But he would hit a bump or something, and you don't see it there because it's just blank whiteness with no. And if there aren't rocks around at certain heights or anything, you can't discern.
Yeah, it was crazy experience. Like really fun, in a terrifying type of way.
Hey, Carl, nice to see you. Goldberg?
Goldborg.
Goldborg.
This is the city gym, the town gym. It looks like the kids play soccer here. We got it's fun to think about, home and away. I wonder, what town is Tasillaq flying in on the chopper to play the kids?
They have grocery stores. Of course they do. But they have one. This is pretty much it. It's like a Walmart. This is what the way it's described to us. On the bottom's groceries, on the top is all your appliances and electronics and stuff.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Gotta be straight up honest. I did not expect this to look this nice.
Me neither.
We're here inside the grocery store, which has a little bit of everything. It has everything from guns to everything else. So the guns and everything else, including the jet ski. You want that too? So yeah, this is really unique in that it has a little bit of Ace Hardware, a little bit of Walmart, a little bit of your local grocery store.
Feels completely different from the rest of the town.
Absolutely.
It's wild.
Yeah, they only have this. This is their vegetables. It's all frozen, right? The thing about it is there's a lot of them, but once again, stocked twice a year. If you need vegetables, you got to really need vegetables. This bag's gonna set you back $20.
It's $20.
Yeah,
$20 for a bag.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Once again,
The reason why all these people they are a lot of hunters, fishers here, because when you look at this, you go, oh, you know, the cost of this is so absorbent. You know, it's got to be an ice cream over there. It's like that's a delicacy. You kidding me? It's $43 for a box of ice cream. Like that's something that I know I've taken for granted. You know,
Yeah,
a buck, $2 ice cream man could buy a popsicle for a buck. I don't think so.
There's 42 in your money is like
Yeah, to zero. $4.20.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'm screwed up.
I don't think the ice cream's $40.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like $4. So
I think you're probably right.
to revisit that, eat all the ice cream you can and want because it's not $40. But the potential of $40 ice cream does make me appreciate ice cream more nonetheless.
Everything I just said is a complete lie.
I award you no points. May God have mercy on your soul. It looks like good ice cream though.
You want to get some?
No, it'll freeze by the time you do that, or it'll melt. I think besides like the abundance of fish and like the lack of lots of vegetables and an entire, it doesn't look like there's like a huge fruit section or anything like that. I mean, it's like a grocery store in a small town in Greenland. Who would have thought?
You know what we need to get?
What's that?
Gummies. Just a little observation. They don't sell Cokes, things like that, in 6-packs or 12-packs or giant bundles. It's just, you take one, you get it. And that's how it works. I don't know if that says a lot about just like Americans as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it says a lot about Americans as a whole.
Yeah. Go-CO says our classic chocolate milk contains 3 ingredients: milk, sugar, and cocoa, and that's it. But check it out, it's got some energy. 309 kilograms. Kilograms. K-I-L-L-A-J-A-M-S. Kilograms.
That's the official energy of Game Attack. Kilograms.
So we just finished grocery shopping, but it looks like there's more up here.
I forgot there's upstairs. It's like all the appliances.
Yeah, let's go.
Nikon's an icon anywhere you go. Kid stuff, man. It works everywhere. Kids love to cut. Kids love to bake. Kids love food. It's crazy. You know what they also love? Disney princesses. They also love Star Wars.
It's so crazy how like I've been to hipster boutiques like in Seattle and in LA and San Francisco. They all look exactly like this.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what's missing? It's like a large beat.
Do you want to get those Nikes for $600? They're one of a kind. Look at the changing rooms. Look how cute they are. Those are nice. Except there's an asshole in there. You see him? I love clothes. That is a rock and roll sloth.
Are you really gonna try it on?
Yeah.
Wait, an asshole. You like that? No. Keep thinking about it when summer comes. Like all this ice is melting. It's literally melting right now. If you look down on the ground, it's all. If you look at the hills, water everywhere. It's just slush, mush everywhere. This is only April right now, so when the time comes and all this does melt off, which it does every year, you got to think what this does for the pond, for the lake over there. You know, it just raises it, what, a foot, 2 foot, you know? And I think it's just the flooding, but flooding that could occur, but because there's a giant lake there, that's where it all goes.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Like all through the town, there's all these little micro streams like going through. All of this is running downhill and corroding the road and everything, and just going back into the lake.
Right back in the lake.
Yeah. But man, it's kind of like the ice cave. The ice is so dense. The blue just looks really deep. Obviously, the ice cave's deeper, but just the landscape alone is like really fucking dope.
Yeah, fuck you, Ice King's king.
Yeah, ice cave rules.
Ice Cave, what's up?
But that is thick ice. Here, I just sank a second ago right into this. My favorite parts of the entire trip has been these bundled up kiddos. They're I mean, they're in their like super parkas and their arms are just like, oh, and all of them are just, you know, they can barely walk as it is because they're toddlers. But
they
then
look like Ralphie's brother from a Christmas Story.
exactly, yeah, all of them.
Yeah,
It's so
they
adorable.
can actually move and walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. This over here is the school to the right, and you know, you think about like what does their education system look like compared to the United States? You know, like what are they learning about? Do they learn about whaling? Do they learn about fishing? Do they learn regular math? What is regular math to them? Is English important to them? You know, and they all go to one school. There's no reason to not to.
Yeah.
You know?
Julius was saying earlier when we were on the snowmobiles in the ice cave. Sorry, Mom, pretending to throw her kid into this puddle of water over here. But yeah, Julius was saying in the cave about like their traditions they can't really practice their traditions anymore because the global warming stuff.
Their culture, you mean?
Yeah.
Not so much their traditions.
Their practices as hunters.
Yeah.
And like, what they consider knowledge is going away. You know?
Yeah.
That's kind of messed up. But I wonder what they teach in school because of that, you know?
Whether you live in a town of 2 million, city of 2 million like New York, or you live in a town of 2,000 like Tasillaq, people are still getting by. They're still doing what they need to do. They're still going around, taking their kids to school. Too big, too small, people are still living life, no matter the size of their community. And that's really, really fun. And they all have their, you know, unique quirks that make them their own unique community. And I love that.
Oh, that's a great message, Craig. Way to go.
Yeah, you see these in cities all the time, but you wouldn't think you'd find one in Tasilliq.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
like, you see, Nuuk is the capital of Greenland.
Copenhagen's where Lena's from.
And the North Pole, like, usually the North Pole
is not is where Santa's from, and not a real place.
Yeah, it's a novelty, right?
Yeah.
But Copenhagen's actually closer than the North Pole.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think about. So, well, it's maybe pretty far. It's not that far. Look, the polar circle, I'm sorry, 105 kilometers away. That ain't that far.
Look at this kid on the tricycle, and the dad's holding him with a rope.
So they don't go down the hill too fast.
Yeah. That's the best.
Genius.
Don't let him die, but help him along the way.
Yeah, exactly. You know, just I loved it. It just he switched the rope from the back of it to prevent them from going down the hill. Now it's the front, so they'll pull them up. You kidding me?
Dude, you can hear that. You can't really because of traffic, I'm sure, but like the car coming. But yeah, dogs are just going nuts. This is constantly happening because of the ice melting. Look at that. Micro tunnel. Oh god. Oh man. Oh. That is deep water. Oh. Oh, my feet are freezing. Now I gotta blow dry my fucking shoes again. Damn it! Damn it!
That guy over there.
No!
That guy over there laughing his ass off.
He is laughing. Day 96. Stuck in Greenland. A catastrophic wasteland of snowy devastation. We're eating candy.
Yeah, as we like to do whenever we go to a crazy place or have it sent to us, we are eating some crazy food you can only find here in Greenland.
But I've been really thirsty and I've been wanting to go ahead and drink this.
I think it's going to taste just like you. So what? Give everyone.
So this is Cosio. Cocoa, milk, sugar, nothing else. This is chocolate milk. It says the ingredients are chocolate milk and sugar.
How much energy does it give you?
It gives you 309 kilojams of energy.
The official energy source of Game Attack.
Kilojams. It smells like chocolate ice cream. It doesn't. It smells like Dutch chocolate.
I'll tell you this much. There's a chocolate milk in the States, and I used to have it when I was a kid. It's like super thick.
Yeah.
And it tastes like
Does it smell like that?
It tastes like you're drinking. No, it actually smells a little better, but
Okay.
that smells pretty good. I bet you'll down that whole thing. Maybe not immediately, but you want to savor it a little bit.
Just give it a sip. I don't know. You may not like it, but it is thick. I wish it was a little colder.
It's thick. It needs It actually hits you with more chocolate than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we get a $100 donation in the next minute, I will whip Craig in the back of the neck with this.
Not true.
Would you let me?
No.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, God. Wow. Okay.
Okay. Like right there.
1.
Do not go higher than a 6.
2, 3.
Oh, God. It's like you hit me with your hand.
I told you. Look at it. Check it out. It's coming out. Like, there it is. There it is.
God.
I'm going to hit you with later, too. They're good. I'm going to start prepping the next one. This is just called Scum Banana.
You think it's going to be like fake marshmallow banana or real banana?
Ooh, that's a good. Oh, that? Oh, you mean real
Yeah,
banana? Let's find out. I actually think just by touching it, I think it's going to be fake marshmallow banana. You are correct.
Fake marshmallow banana?
Mm-hmm.
What a disappointment. Fucks Condi.
This is a less flavorful Sprite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say I'll drink that before the milk.
Yeah, that's going to totally screw your flavor up. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a way less.
It smells exactly like Sprite.
Yeah, way less corn syrup, way less flavoring in it. Like it's like 50% what Sprite is, right?
I would say it's like 65% of what Sprite is.
So
It's more
understandable.
Spritey than what you made me believe.
Let's go with the Yankee Original. This is a chocolate bar.
This looks like it's going to be a Milky Way.
It has
nougat caramel wrapped in chocolate, right?
Yeah, it looks kind of like that. Milky Way without the.
It's that if you didn't like the Kit Kats earlier, you probably won't like this. It's got that foreign chocolate.
That corn chocolate. Oh, I actually like this way more than the Kit Kat.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, me too. Don't touch it. It's Milky Way, but I don't know why the chocolate's so good.
I don't like Milky Way.
Oh, you don't?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you don't, laddie.
I don't know
why I said it like that.
I'm in there.
Oh,
sorry. Too
Here,
much.
just- yeah.
Pepitos.
Let's get some good color coverage for both of us here.
Here's tiny licorice balls.
They're tiny licorice balls?
Mhm.
What? Hang on.
Mm-hmm. These are not like these. You get so many of these that you think you just pop them. You can't.
No, this is one at a time.
You got to chew it. You have one?
I don't like them.
No?
I hate them.
See, no, hold on. You're being ballsy because you don't want to fit. Oh, you may hate this.
Okay, so the lion. Hang on. This is important.
Go ahead.
So it looks like there's a wafer on this thing. It looks like a wafer. I bought this because it looks like a Kit Kat bar, but with a Nestle Crunch bar on the outside. And if that's the case, this might be.
This may blast Snickers out of the water.
This could have infinity kilojams in it. Okay, look at those are the Nestle crisps, and they got their Nestle does not make different kinds of crisps. You know that's the same fucking shit as a Nestle Crunch bar.
This is a Nestle product.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna say this right now. I haven't even had a bite. Why the hell is this not in the United States?
I don't know. So if we break this open and there are layers of wafer inside, a la Kit Kat bar,
you may not get a chance to try it.
Oh God, did you hear that?
No.
I heard a bread-like crunch noise. Okay, it's caramely.
Towards the camera.
It's caramely on the inside.
Oh, it looks.
Oh no!
It looks
It's
just
like caramel and wafer on the inside
It looks just
with
like it
crunch.
It's not false advertising.
Oh no!
Okay.
Okay, here. Dare I say, too much wafer.
You hit the nail on the head. Look,
Too much wafer.
there's so much potential in this, and you know what? They wasted it because you get the crunch, but as you bite through it, yeah, you get way too much wafer.
Maybe never in my life have I seen a more realistic depiction of what actually happens when you break into the bar on the front of a wrapper. Okay?
I admire that.
But it doesn't help the score, obviously.
Yeah.
I will give that a 7.23.
Oh.
6.
Well, you like it more.
Okay.
Overall, I think it was great success. I'm glad we tried that. If we had any more, I'd probably be sick.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
So if you're in
Greenland.
Tasillaq, Greenland,
Hmm?
this is the only place you can get these candies.
No, I think that's it.
We've been lost for 3 weeks.
Okay.
We'll never make it out alive. If we had to eat each other, Could you guess what my flesh would be on a scale of 1 to 10? How do you not laugh at what I say? That's amazing. How do you not laugh? I'm funny, man. You can laugh. You don't have to play cold all the time. You can let it out. I'm funny.
We have a seal spinal column right here, right down the middle, with all the blubber intact. Just like you would see at a zoo.
I just want you to know that's a spinal column.
With all the blubber intact. We have a nice legion of fat right here.
I want you to eat this nugget.
I'm having legitimate flashbacks. Okay, on the road trip to E3, we stopped in Vegas, and I had a 6-pound big badass burrito, 6 pounds, and I filled it with brisket because I thought it would be awesome. One bite, about 30 or 40 in, I had a piece of grizzle that looked just like this, and it went in my mouth.
It's like when people are trying to take over your body, this is the bug they put in your belly button.
Looks like a little human brain right there. Left cortex, right cortex. All right. No, I will not eat that blubber. I will vomit. I will vomit. And I don't
You'll vomit?
I will legitimately vomit. Yeah, I will throw up.
Why don't you blubber about it?
Go.
Just salt and Worcestershire sauce, dude.
It is right here, baby. Wham.
Yeah, give me more. Give me, look. It's easy. It's easy to love seal. It's easy. It's easy. Do it on there. Thank you. God almighty. Roll it around and put it in the bread.
Let's go, Daddy Bolen.
Put it in the bread. Make it a sandwich.
How was that? Bony?
Throw me a bone here. Dude, I'm not kidding. Toss you some salt and Worcestershire on that and try it. It starts in the heart, way down in the soul. It starts in the heart.
And now we are about to try orca. Look
at that.
With some polenta.
What's polenta? What is that?
Polenta is a, I don't know, it's like something that people eat. I think these are the veggies that weren't used yesterday. Which, you know, makes sense, I guess, right? Now this is different than yesterday's whale.
Yeah. It's no, I remember.
This is legitimately free will.
Yeah,
right?
This is really Free Willy. His name was Willie before that boy came along.
Ready?
Just so you know, he became Free Willy by jumping the rocks.
Willie, no, yay! Aww.
I hope we don't lose subs over this. What's that?
Different flavor.
It's been soaked in red wine for 5 hours.
That's it. It tastes like red wine.
Is it good?
It tastes like orca soaked in red wine for 5 hours.
This is how far I've gotten. I'm eating all my polenta because this guy Robert, last night when I didn't finish the whale, he was like, "You're not hungry?" And I was like, no, it's not that. I'm just really full. And I was like, I'm dying. I'm so hungry. I can't eat this whale. It's fucking whale, Robert. It's whale. Like a whale.
I mean, it's tart. It's delicious.
Craig, you've been very brave these past 2 meals, trying them first. But now comes the biggest challenge.
What?
This cake.
Is it blood cake?
It's made out of baby polar bears. I just realized I'm going to eat this cake because I need more food. I've never eaten dessert before out of necessity to fill my belly.
Yeah?
This is like a first.
Wow.
You know, you're usually full and you're like, oh, I like dessert. No, this is a carbohydrate that I'm going to put into my body. Nuts.
shower time.
My shoes are still soaking wet from yesterday. I'm just trying to, it's just a big mess in here because some stuff's still damp, still got clothes hanging and waiting for hair dryers to work because we need to dry our shoes and Okay, day 3 here in Tasilliq. It is easily the coldest and wettest day that we've had here. It is, all of our plans are canceled. We just talked to Robert, who is the head of where we're staying. And he speaks broken English, but he understands enough to tell us that it's going to be really sketchy as far as us getting out of town tomorrow. So that's really starting to set in that we may be here not just a little longer, but a lot longer than we anticipated. And which is make our way to the museum and make our way to the bar today, the pub, and see how that goes.
Monday, that's Tuesday, that's Wednesday, that's Thursday, and that's Friday. And looks like it only operates a couple of hours each morning. So, no museum, which sucks because now we're in the middle of nowhere and we don't know where the pub is. So we gotta go find it. Where did she say it was the other day?
She didn't.
Down by the harbor, she said. Where's the harbor?
The whole thing's a harbor here.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Adventure, huh?
Yeah. It's gross out here. It's worse than yesterday, but like not by much, but at this point it's like, yeah, it's a super gorgeous, unique place in the world, but I want to wear shorts in my Vans again. If the weather was better, I would be able to stay here for a while, no problem. Because it's like, oh cool. But like these snow pants make it fucking hard to walk. We're just trudging up hills, and I'm honestly just a little ticked that the museum closes so early. And it sucks because I can't get any like really good B-roll because it's so wet. I don't want to like just hold my phone out. I did that like all day yesterday. I don't want to trash, you know, the equipment and just get it soaked because it will be. We can't even really film our journey to and from either. And then it kind of sets in that it's like, man, the weather just like totally shit on ice climbing and dog sledding, and it might shit on us getting back tomorrow, which I'm not really concerned about. Like we'll survive if we have to. There's nothing we can really do about it. I'm not over being here. I'm over us not getting the 100% experience we could have got if the weather was different. That's what I'm like. It's starting to set in. I don't know. It's like meeting somebody when they're having a really bad day that they can't help. You know what I mean? And they're just like, I'm sorry, I'm just not myself. It's like every time like Lena or Robert says that, it's like, God, that sucks. It's too bad. It's usually much nicer this time of year for them. I know this isn't a global warming mini-series, but man, that sucks. Like, fuck you, global warming. You ruined our 3-day stay in the 7th largest town in Greenland. Maybe about the museum thing. It makes sense that the other museum would close at noon if it was a church, right? Sure. You know what I mean? So maybe the big building we went to was actually the church, because now that I'm not an idiot, maybe this is the old church, because this looks like maybe the first church that the town built, you know what I mean? And then it got too big, so they built the new one, which is what we went to, but there it is. Let's go check that out. Maybe it's the museum, and then we'll wait on an answer about this pizzeria and bar situation.
There it is. There's the bar. Found it. Right here, behind you. Bar. Let's go. I want to go to pizza place first.
Well, is it the same?
Let's go.
Hey, watch out for nails, Craig.
Is somebody there?
I don't know, somebody turned the doorknob against me. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You want to go on that bridge thing?
Nope.
You don't think we should go across that? Okay, what's up?
Mr. back window. She says, yes, pub opens tonight.
What time?
6 p.m. I think.
Okay.
I'm in the shop if you want to lift, so she should be right here. So
okay.
Then we can maybe find out more information about the museum situation.
Okay, cool.
So, but yeah, I'd love a lift back if that's how it's going to be. Okay, well, figure out what's going on. This is part of the journey, though. You know, you walk a long way, you find out it's a dead end, you turn around, you go back. I don't know. I'm down with this stuff. I know it's frustrating, but I think this is just part of the fun, you know.
Like giant ships and books and stuff. That sucks. Yeah. Okay.
So what did he say about Sunday?
I was like, we're leaving. He goes, will you be here Sunday? I was like, no, we're leaving tomorrow. He goes, you'll be here Sunday. So, man, okay.
Guess we'll find out, huh? Let's go get some burgers and fries, huh?
Yeah, I know. It just sucks.
Yeah, you know, hey, runs at a different time here, you know?
I know.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's go. So we're here at a burger place in Greenland. It's like, Lena called it a diner. And so we just ordered a bacon cheeseburger and a burger with some fries. One much drink of water. So I got Fanta.
One thing I noticed, have you ever seen the picture of Andre the Giant with a soda in his hand? And it's like the sodas are smaller here, so I feel like a little odd, like Andre the Giant.
Are they?
Yeah, they're like 10 ounces as opposed to a 12.
Yeah, they are shorter. Okay, yeah, they're shorter. Yeah.
Hi.
What's up? Hey, what? You lose a bet. What's up? How are y'all?
Hi.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Give me that bacon. Be careful eating on it with that straw, man.
Okay, I'm going to tell you exactly what we got here. This burger, if you've ever been to a United States cafeteria, this is the burger that we got. This is crinkle cut fries right out of it. We've got a straight, this is not a fresh burger. This is, and we're not expecting to be a fresh burger. Plus, this is a burger with, looks like it's got mayo on both sides. And open it up, we got some crispy onions on it, a little bit of mayo, some looks like barbecue sauce. But if there's one thing Americans know, it's French fries. And those are French fries. So, hooray, let's go. you can't tell, but there's little shards of ice coming down from the east this way. And it picks up, there's like little flurries of ice coming down where it is just pelting me in the face. Good God. Like, pretty raw stuff. I have no idea why. I don't even want to go hunting. Jesus God. Like, just walk up and down the hills.
Here we go. Uh-oh. Way to go, dude.
Thanks. Pretty cool loading bar at the bottom.
It is.
Give it up for Phillips. Can't decide what you're gonna wear, huh?
No, this is damp.
Oh, thought you were getting all ready to go for our big night out.
No, this is still wet from the weather, and I don't want to go outside in freezing temperatures with wet clothes.
Oh, okay. Big night. Last night here.
Yeah, you know me.
Let's get out to the bar and show us your nice clothes.
Yeah, you know. No, it's typically just a wet clothes thing.
Here we are. It's pouring. The wind, you're right behind you. It is coming in sideways, like sideways. And this is what they're not gonna let the planes fly in. So hope it should be clear by tomorrow. That's what everybody's saying. Everybody's been saying that.
This is the shittiest of shittiest weather possible.
Yeah, this God. Like, Jesus, you can't even fucking breathe.
Oh shit. Whoa! You know those demos of physics engines that like
Show how funny animation can be?
Yeah, you look like ragdoll physics.
Sweet.
I was outside for about 3 minutes walking back, drenched in sideways rain.
We might meet the hella skiers at the pub if they have a car to come pick us up.
Let's be real. They ain't coming.
I know.
We all know they ain't coming.
I know.
All right, so the reality is that we're going to be in here in a room tonight playing Nintendo Switch.
Oh no, that sucks so much. Not really, because it's fucking awesome. Okay. Is there better Switch weather than snowy, rained in, horrible mountainside? Man, how about the water cascading compared to the first day? Like, I just can't get over that. Like, it's just like the environment has changed.
Okay, so this is our third and final day in Tasillaq.
Is it?
We'll find out. It is easily the worst day from a weather standpoint, from a doing things standpoint. If you were to go on a real vacation, and I consider this work. Right?
Yeah.
If you were to go on a real vacation and come here, you would be so upset.
Yeah. You would be absolutely livid.
But it's nothing really anybody can do about it.
No, not at all.
Like, hey, let's go down to the bar, and I legitimately don't think it's possible. It's the bar's probably a mile and a half.
A winding mile and a half. You've seen tons of footage of it at this
up
part.
Up the hill, down the hill, and with ice and 30 to 50 mile an hour gusts.
With rain flying in with the gusts.
Like, I don't think it's safe.
No,
I
it's
know
not.
I know it sounds stupid, but it's like,
you know, I'm sure there's going to be people that are like, just go out there, you pussies. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, come on, it's a once in a lifetime experience. Like, go do it. There's a team of kids that were out here. There was like 12 kids, and they were doing like a cross country skiing expedition. Like, this was like, it's a huge thing. There's like a full video production crew here for these kids. And they came off the mountain because
it's too dangerous.
It's too dangerous.
The weather's too bad. And that weather has now come into the city.
Yes.
Which is what you've seen. So, I think I'm mostly just disappointed that we can't bring the G1s what we hope to bring them. But at the same time, we are bringing them the true experience of the city.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm mad for selfish reasons. Notwithstanding that you know, we wanted to bring the experience to other people. Like, I wanted to have those experiences. I want to see what the fuck Greenlandic people do in a pub in horrible weather on a Friday night. Everybody might be there. Maybe nobody's there.
Yeah.
But like, will we find out? I don't know.
I'll say that ultimately, I think this is both the best and the worst part of throwing a dart.
Yeah.
You know, you land in a place that you know nothing about, didn't even know existed, right? You spend 20 to 30 hours getting there, right? Taking 3 flights in a helicopter.
Yeah.
You get there, and you know we're very excited to be here. I'm still excited to be here.
Yeah.
It's just you roll with the punches, and when you have a special window to get things done, you know you kind of go with what's available. I wish we landed anywhere else? Kind of, you know, but at the same time, am I glad that we landed here? Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a super religious guy, but man, I am praying that we can get out tomorrow. Mainly, it's the idea that if we don't get out tomorrow,
we don't know when.
When do we leave?
Yeah.
When we get to Iceland, I will be ecstatic.
Oh yeah,
you know?
I cannot wait for Iceland.
We'll see. We'll see what happens tonight.
The English heliskiers have said they would take us to the pub if they decide to go.
No, but I don't think they are. I don't think they're.
I don't think so. I think they're just being friendly.
I think they're just like, yeah, we'll take you to the bar. We're really going to the bar, really, or you know. It's been the thing I'm most disappointed about. I think is that I don't think we'll be able to share what we planned for. I mean, we won't be able to share what we planned for as far as, you know, ice climbing and snow dogs and all this fun stuff that we had planned. But after talking to people, this is what this is. And, you know, on one hand, it says we're extremely fortunate to be here because our flight in could have been canceled.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we got here and just weather just took a dump on us. And that sucks. So, bro. Anything else?
No.
Yeah, today's Saturday.
Yeah.
All right, well, here we are. It's Saturday morning, 7 o'clock. Flight leaves at 10, and there's, like, we literally have to get out of here. If this flight doesn't come, we're probably stuck here for, like, nobody knows. The last day and a half have, like, really fucking sucked.
Pretty much, like, it's been the worst.
Yeah,
like,
it's been really discouraging and horrible.
Like, we're both pretty beaten down right now from this. It's just, I think we're just very emotionally just like, fuck.
But then last night at about 2 o'clock in the morning, the English dudes, the heliskiers came in at about 1 or 2.
The same fuckers who said they'd pick us up if they went to the bar because they knew where we were at.
Because they're our next door neighbors. They came in the door yelling, "Oh yeah, that was awesome! I can't believe the Greenlandic people get down like that. Karaoke, are you kidding me? Bohemian Rhapsody, Stairway to Heaven. I'm so glad we went to the pub and left the fucking Americans in the fucking room."
They didn't actually say that.
That's what it felt like. So like that, imagine having like the worst fucking day ever and being like disappointed that you don't have good footage for an entire day. And then while you're sleeping with that guilt on your shoulders, somebody comes in and yells that you missed an unforgettable experience. That's what happened last night at about 1:30 in the morning.
And like, we were like, we probably shouldn't share that. The reality is we should fucking share it.
Yeah, I was like, let's keep that between ourselves. We shouldn't tell people that because they'll be super fucking disappointed and it'll be you'll feel so bad.
I mean,
but it's, you know what? I'm gonna dump that shit on you guys. You can have that. I'm just gonna actually thought for 1 second, I was like, maybe they didn't go to the pub and they're just yelling that really loud to make us feel bad. Like, I actually thought that last night. And when I woke up this morning, Craig was like, "Did you hear them?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah." You gotta get up to Robert, who's literally the most incompetent person I've ever met doing anything. This guy who runs the Red House
He cooks whale and it tastes like shit. We're like, hey, we have wet clothes. Can we dry them? The door is locked. I can't open it. Hey, Robert, we haven't taken a shower in 3 fucking days because it doesn't drain. Can you fix it? No, have somebody go look at it. Who is he? How did he get this job?
It just has not been very fun, and I wish I could tell you it's been the best and everything, and you know, but at the same time, it's like when you throw a dart and it lands somewhere, there's all these great like adventure stories, and you know, it's rainbows and kittens, and oh my gosh, we knew coming to Greenland would be pretty unique, but this has not been rainbows and kittens. I mean, it's truly been a once-in-a-lifetime experience, but it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience because I don't think I want to do it again. Not the dart throw, but just come to Greenland.
It's not like it was scheduled at the wrong time or a shit place. It's just the weather. It was absolutely horrible. It was just so bad. It sucks. And even, you know, everybody here has been like, it's not usually like this. I don't know if they're saying that because we're tourists. I mean, just the roads getting washed out. Like, that like it wasn't like this when we first got here. Just in a couple of days, this weather has changed like the landscape, and I don't know, it's crazy. Leaving today.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. It's exciting. There's a greater than 0 chance. But I imagine there's also a greater than 0 chance that we stay.
All right, so we're here at the helipad
to the airport.
Yeah.
With the gate, the single gate. And now it's time. Things are looking good. Things are cleared up. Like this looks dramatically different than it did an hour ago.
Yeah.
And it's clouds are starting to rise a little bit, which puts us in a situation where we can actually get on the helicopter. But it's not about that getting on the helicopter, and that is the big scare.
Yeah.
Because the clouds are low, the visibility is low, so the planes can't land. We're hoping that the weather holds up, and if the weather holds up, we'll be able to get out.
We are in a very, very fortunate window here to be able to leave.
I don't know if we've done a good enough job relaying to you guys just how fortunate, I guess, we are to be able to get out.
Yeah.
And how close, like...
There's people up there that are going to be stuck here for like 6 or 7 more days.
Yeah, we get extremely lucky that right now there's no rain. Like, you saw what it was last night. It was rain sideways, sleet sideways.
Yeah.
Frigid cold right now. I mean,
this is the best it's been here.
Easily the best temperature.
Yeah.
Best temperature, lack of wind.
No rain at all. There's no dripping.
This is ideal situations. But with that said, we're
It's
definitely at a point where we feel hope to be able to get home, and
we're excited to get home.
Get back to GA, man.
Going home. It is happening. Our flight is here. They said that if it lands, we are going to go.
I don't buy it. So on a plane,
you don't buy
up in the air, and we landed.
I don't buy it until we're back home.
No. Just do me a favor. Look right there. It's the ice.
in Iceland. We made it off the fucking thing. We're at the Lights Hotel. Girl at the front desk was from Arizona. She was super nice. She told us where to go. So this is gonna have a happy fucking ending, whether you like it or not. We have a working shower. I haven't showered since, it's been 3.5 days. And we've been very physically active. But we're gonna go out tonight, and you are gonna get the greatest Icelandic adventure you've ever gotten in your life. This is a penis museum. So do you think Chuck gave him permission?
What? Please, for the love of God, get some eagles and some motherfucker.
Freedom in the chat.
So what do you say to those who say you can't put pineapple on pizza?
That's such a stupid Twitter argument for the sake of arguing, because like one day Twitter was like, let's argue about this. Like, people have been eating pineapple on pizza for centuries. Hey, so we are in Iceland still. Just went out on the town, took a long walk and experimented with some foodstuffs. Iceland's cool, man. I mean, it feels a lot like a tourist town.
Oh, where we're at, it's very touristy.
Yeah.
There's tourist places everywhere, but tomorrow's our last day. It's pretty much going to be a travel day. We started back home, but before that we're going to go to the Blue Lagoon, which is like a big natural spring, big touristy thing. Doing all the touristy stuff over here.
Yeah.
So we'll do that, and then from the Blue Lagoon we're going straight to the airport, hopping on a plane and going from Iceland to Chicago.
Yeah.
And is our one more leg until we get back home. So here to Chicago, and then Chicago to home.
I'm pretty sure who is who. The guy in drag is the old woman?
Yeah.
No, that's not Ricky Gervais.
No, I thought it was Ricky Gervais.
So that's the first thing about this is that it's time to head to the airport now. We got to go meet our driver, and he's going to take us to the airport. We're going to get cleaned up.
Hang on.
Shut to Chicago.
I'm peeing. Hang on.
Yeah. Are you really?
No!
Literally caught on a rock.
Really?
Yeah, like freaking Mary Poppins. So it is the second time I've lost my scarf, and impossible to retrieve locations.
And you lost it literally in the middle of a mountain range in the snow.
Yeah.
And with a white scarf.
Yes, and we found it,
And then just now it was caught on one of these awesome jaggy rocks, and it was just like
before it made it into the impossible sulfur lagoon.
yeah. The wind was blowing the opposite direction, luckily. So
lucky.
But yeah, so I've lost this thing twice, but I found it twice, and so now it's like, do I never take it anywhere again because I keep losing it?
Yeah, I think you dodged a bullet twice. It's like fool me once.
Never wear it again.
Yeah, just hang it up, retire it.
Yeah,
frame it up.
Alright, this is it. This is the end of the road. We are in Iceland waiting for our flight to Chicago, and then we'll be going home, back to the place where the winds don't blow a million miles an hour all the time. Now I'm going to get to organizing like a zillion files. It's going to feel so good to put them into their individual folders.
You love organization?
Yep.
And I'm going to go eat.
Okay.
Just landed in Chicago and just found out that our flight to Dallas is canceled.
Hey, Bolen. Hey, our flight was canceled.
Amy,
No.
did you look yet?
Huh?
However,
Tomorrow, I guess. It continues.
Here's the situation. We've been rebooked on a flight in 2 days. Not tomorrow, but the next day at 7 a.m. through Omaha, then on to Dallas.
Yeah.
That is a guaranteed flight. They'll put us in on Wednesday. We're going to try to get a hotel tonight. And
we're going to eat Arby's.
We're going to get some junk food. It's going to be delicious. I don't know if it's going to be Arby's, but we'll figure it out.
My vote right now is we drive, because I've driven further than 15 hours in one go.
Me too, for sure. And it'll be fun to do.
I would much rather road trip back. I'm so tired of holding. I don't care if it's on a gimbal or this. I've been doing this. This is what I've been doing for 7 days now. I'm tired of doing this.
I get it. Let's go. I'm gonna book the
puss.
Got him. Watch your step. Look who doesn't regret wearing his boots now, huh?
It's time for a montage. Montage.
This is the part before we get home. Tell you the lessons we learned on the way. Tell you the lessons we learned on the way. Tell you the lessons we learned on the way. This is the time for the montage. Talking about good times.
Slow down, 45, slow down. Don't want to get
This is the talk. God, let me sing it.
I know,
okay?
but I don't want to get pulled over. So we are in Oklahoma now. We are slowly making our way there. We have about 4 hours left. Almost to Muskogee, Oklahoma. It has been a long trip back, but I will tell you this. It's felt shorter than yesterday's flight.
Yeah.
And out of all airports and flights we've been on, the 9,000 plus miles that we've been on in the past week.
This last 1,000 in a car driving across the heartland has been the easiest out of all of it.
For sure. You want to know why? We've had the Mighty Ducks to keep us company.
I thought you were going to say because I'm with my best friend in the car alone.
No.
And by best friend you mean Charlie Conway.
Charlie Conway and Emilio Estevez.
I think this would probably, I don't know, should we wait till we get home in the dark to talk about like the lesson learned from the whole trip, or should we, I think we should do it now.
Yeah, go ahead while we got a little bit light.
My lesson learned is you can't control the weather.
Okay.
And the other lesson is that I have such a larger appreciation for our community and the people
our community are funding to work with us at Game Attack, because we went 7-8 days away from the office. That's the longest you and I have gone without streaming in 2 years. 2 years. And to know, not only can we be funded to do something like we did, which was amazing, okay? Like, do not let that get sorted. The only reason the trip was really bad was because of the weather, which we can't control, and that's lesson 1. But just to think, we went independent, and we have people that can entertain when we are away, and our audience will support them
Chase,
too.
Parker, Greyson,
yes,
killed it, and you guys in turn killed it with them.
An appreciation for what home is, and home is Game Attack, and my wife, and our community.
That's very satisfying. Would you like to know my thoughts? What I took from this was, well, sometimes you can have things planned. Sometimes the best and worst adventures happen with no planning. And Chase did an awesome job of putting this together, really putting us in a position to be successful. But sometimes you can't control what allows you to be succkove, like the weather.
Chase did an amazing job.
Absolutely.
I can't understate it enough.
But I'll tell you this. I love the idea of, we certainly stepped outside our comfort zone in all areas. Like, I'm talking,
coldest I've ever been.
It's cold. We're eating weird things. We we had rain pelting us upside the face, and this is just a couple days ago. Yeah. And point to where we had no idea if we're going to be home. It truly does make me appreciate home in a major way. Being home, being around you, being around my family. I am so anxious to get home.
This is the longest you've been away from your girls.
Absolutely, yeah.
For an extended period of time.
And look, 7 days away from little girls that are growing and changing every day is a long time. You know,
is.
And that. So I'm really anxious to get home, and obviously my wife, and but
miss a woman's touch. I miss a woman's touch, Craig. I'll tell you what. You just get a big old handful of that.
I also learned that sometimes, I always try to make the best of a bad situation, and I absolutely did my best. Sometimes your best doesn't cut it in those situations, and that's okay. I'll never. I think it's the coolest thing in the world that we were able to do it. I really do.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so thankful that we had the opportunity to do this, and that our community has blessed us with the opportunity to do that.
You think about how, like, I was really upset, I think the third day, because it was like, I've always wanted to do so many things, and this was one of very few chances I'll ever get to do them in my entire life, and the weather bombed them out.
Yeah.
But as frustrating as that was, if anybody asked how we got there, it was like, we work online, and our community got us to a point, and we set a goal to where we threw a dart at the world map, and it was just so, like, no matter how sad or like frustrated we were, that was like these golden lights in our morale that we got to tell people that. And there was a scuba, like, all the townspeople, incompetent Robert, he thought it was funny. All the there was Australian heli-skiers there that were like, wow, that's amazing and unique. And I was like, yeah, you fly helicopters on mountains and jump out of them to ski on slopes.
Everybody says it's amazing, and that we, like,
and they're amazing people that are like doing way crazier shit than that. And they're like, wow, that's crazy.
Never take that for granted.
Yeah.
We'll never, ever, ever take that for granted.
Now I gotta plug on my fucking shoes again. Damn it.
Do it on there. Thank you. I don't mind rolling around in it.
Put it in. Put it in the bread. Make this.
There's a penis museum here. It's closed, but check it out. You can,
It's nice.
I know. But yeah, it's too bad. Check out the logo up top. It's too bad. Look inside. Bottom left corner right there.
Yeah, big old rock and roll.
Oh, that's so frustrating. What time does it open? This is a penis museum.
Stop touching.
Real good.
Chocolate milk contains 3 ingredients: milk, sugar, and cocoa. Energy.
Yeah, it's energy with an eye. How much energy does it give you?
It gives you 309 kilojans.
Well, we're going to customs. We actually ran into a Twitch partner manager.
A friend, like Anish's desk buddy.
I was like, you guys are you streaming? No, I work for Twitch. He goes, you game it back, right? And we're like, that was insane.
I wonder how I knew you. Yeah, good call, right?
This is Jamie Tytherian from Game of Thrones, but he's of Greenlandic descent as well. And there's a full cover story on him. I read the whole thing. His sister a lot.
From Game of Thrones?
Like crazy.
Oh, it's not real. No, it's not real.
All right, this is it. This is the end of the road. We are in Iceland, waiting for our flight to Chicago, and then we'll be going home, back to the place where the winds don't blow a million miles an hour all the time.
You know, it's a little gusty here in Iceland. But I'll tell you, it's been fun. It's been a truly unique experience, I think. Just from the idea of throwing a dart, saying we're going to go there, and then ending up here in Iceland, and then in Greenland, and in a little town of 2,000. There's a lot that happened over the last week, but it's been memorable for sure. I'll have stories to share for a long, long time.
Yes.
And you know, as you said the other night, we weren't going on this, but when people say, "What's Greenland like? What's Iceland like?" I can say, "Well, it's like this."
Yeah.
And have firsthand stories about it. You know, it's pretty amazing. So.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you for allowing us to do this. This has been truly an amazing, fun time. I truly hope we're able to do this again, and hopefully,
But not like here,
no,
but
no.
like somewhere else.
Hopefully a little more tropical, where there's some
happiness,
some straws with
sunlight,
pineapples, and umbrella drinks.
Yeah,
and
that'd be
stuff,
awesome.
So. But even if it's in Lincoln, Nebraska, shout out to Lincoln. I would still love to go there. So truly a fun experience, and just thank you. Thank you for everything.
Yeah.